Okay, so this is a quick walkthrough of the Gather Town space that I've created with all of my projects and all of my research available for you to explore. So when you first access the link, you're going to show up to a page like this, and you get to design your avatar down there. You can just go ahead and pick the default and click Join the Gathering, which is that green button there. You don't need a camera, you don't need a microphone just to explore, but if you want to meet with someone, you're going to want to turn that stuff on. All right, you click Join the Gathering, and you don't need to register. You don't need to sign up unless you want to remember where you are and have access to places you've been before. Otherwise, you just keep using the same link. So this is the last place I was when I left. I'm down at the bottom deck of this ship that I designed, and I'm going to go ahead and move with the arrow keys up to the top deck of the ship. And here, this is where you usually start. There's a little information booth, and you can play this video of me kind of walking you through a quick 90-second intro with some of the things you need to know. If you just move over to different areas, there are posters that you can click X to interact with, and it'll show you whatever poster is posted there for exploring and considering, and different people can be in this space at the same time. And one of the things I want to point out is that down in the bottom left, you can kind of see how you can pin your video if you turn your camera on, and other people can have their videos on. And the idea here is, if there's more than one person here, then when they stand next to you, their video will show up on your screen, and you can talk to each other. And when you're done, you just walk away, and they'll disappear from your screen, and you can go over and check something else out. If you do see something that you want to go and talk to somebody about you can walk over to them and and bring them back over to the thing you want to talk about. So these are some metacognition concepts that I've designed, some metacognitive TTM intervention ideas. Down below, there's a guest log here. That's kind of fun, that you can write your name, let people know that you were here. When you go down below, there's standards-based grading concepts, SEL, self-directed and self-regulated learning, and a couple of other things. So when you come down here, this is sort of the captain's quarters, meeting place for a small group. The private space that you see happen here that says you've entered a private space means only the people in that area can see and hear each other, which means nobody walking by you is going to see or hear you. It's a private conversation, which is kind of nice. Now, someone can just enter into the conversation, which is kind of the idea here, but visually, you can see that people are already in a conversation, so when somebody does enter into that space, they can do so with the kind of etiquette that you would if you were entering a conversation that you know was probably already started. So then you can go and visit my office. You can see my contact information. You press X to interact, and there's a Calendly link, so you can schedule a meeting with me. You go downstairs, and you get to the lower level. There are some game spaces, so if you wanted to play a game with people, I put a couple of different kinds of independent and two-person and group games. There's a piano you can interact with. The pool table doesn't really function, but that space over there is a cool hangout space. Now here, there are some podcast episodes that I've been a part of that you can watch, kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from with some of the concepts. There are group discussion tables with posters that you can sort of check out. This one is about traditional instructional models compared to self-directed learning models that I've written blog posts about. And you can explore all of these different kinds of SEL, standards-based, self-directed models and projects that I have developed. This library, all four of these little bookshelves, they all access a library of resources and research, PDFs, that I have organized into different categories. So you can go and check those out. That's free for you to explore and download and have. Those are all free resources that I've collected, so they're free to pass on to you. There's a video here that you can watch that is one that I made that's a concept that's really, really interesting with regards to how to implement a self-directed schooling environment. And there are tables here that are private spaces, so people can sort of meet and talk with one another. If you want to take a break, there's a poker game. So there are some fun things to do here as well, beyond just the fun of exploring everything that is innovative education reform. So take a look, explore, invite people on to talk about the different ideas, and if you want to reach out to me, please feel free. This space is designed to meet and discuss innovative ideas in education with other people. So please feel free to share the link with others. It's free to access. Up to 25 people can access this at a time. So share the link, share the space, and explore away.